everybody, so welcome back to my channel. As you may have noticed, I do not have any makeup on my face. That is because I realised that it's been a really long time since I actually sat down and filmed a makeup-y tutorial type video, and I know that you guys enjoy watching those videos and I really enjoy making them, and they're good for me to do because I need to obviously practice doing makeup for what I'm doing at college and stuff like that. So I thought that today I would sit down and film a autumnal everyday makeup look, and I hope you enjoy. So I'm going to be starting off with my base makeup, which is my foundation, and I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NW13, and this is the perfect colour match for me, and I just found that I've been using this a lot at the moment. Every single day I reach for this foundation and I just love it. It sits well on my skin and I just love it, and I know that I can rely on it, so I thought I would use this in this tutorial. So I just place a few dots of the foundation around my face and then buff it in with the Real Techniques buffing brush. I'm then going to go in with my Real Techniques sponge, which looks so dirty and gross, I do apologise. Wet it with the Vitamin E Body Shop mist and then just go around my face and just blend it all in. Really helps to keep the skin moisturised as well, and I get quite dry skin, so it's a better alternative than just using water. I'm then going to just use a concealer to conceal any spots or blemishes which I have, which are quite a few around here at the moment, and I'm going to use the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC15. Just comes in a little pot like this, and then I literally just use my nail and get a little bit out and then just dot it on any spots that I've got. And then once I've done that, I just blend it in with my sponge. Okay, so that's my base makeup done. I'm now going to do my eyebrows because that's always my next step. And I used the Soap & Glory Brow Archery, and I just used the spoolie end just to brush through my brows to kind of help the shape before I start to fill them in. And then I use the older Soap & Glory, where's it gone? Use the older Brow Archery with the felt tip on one side and the wax on the other, and I firstly use the felt tip. I start right at the front of my brows and just do tiny little hair-like strokes just so they don't look fake. I do just make my brows a little bit longer and slightly more arched just because my natural eyebrow shape is rubbish. So once I've used the felt tip side of that, I then go onto the newer Soap & Glory Brow Archery pen, which just has the spoolie on one side and then the tiny little wax on the other, and I just go through them, darken them up a little bit. Okay, so that is my eyebrows done. I'm now going to move on to eye makeup. So I'm going to be using some eyeshadows today, and I thought I would go with the Naked Urban Decay Smokey palette. I think it's about a month ago I did a giveaway on my channel, and I gave away one of these palettes, and quite a few people asked if I could do a makeup tutorial that featured this palette just so they could get maybe an eye look from it, so I thought that's what I would do today. It's got really gorgeous smoky shades in it, and I'm going to be using the... which ones should I go for? I think I'm going to stick with the brown shades up here just because that is the colour that suits me most, I think. So I'm going to take a flat Zoeva brush and just use the first colour, which is called High, and it's basically a highlighter shade, but I like to use it all over my eyelids just to kind of brighten them up. And then I'm going to switch brushes and go in with the Zoeva Soft Luxe Crease Brush, and I'm going to use the shade Dirty Sweet, which is a coppery colour, and I'm going to apply that to kind of 3/4 of my eyelid, just missing out the inner corner, and just make sure it's really, really blended. So that's that, really, really simple. I'm then just going to take the flat brush that I just used and take a bit of the same colour and apply it to the underneaths of my eyelashes just to make the look a little bit more smoky, and just really blend that out. And then the last shade I'm going to use is called Radar, which is a glittery brown colour, and I'm just going to take a tiny little bit and just darken up the outer crease of my eye, and it just makes the look kind of complete. I'm then just going to pop a little bit of black liquid liner on my eyes. Where else would you put black liquid eyeliner? Just because I pretty much wear black liquid eyeliner every day, I'm using the Soap & Glory Supercat liner, and I'm just going to do the tiniest little flick on the outsides of my eyes. Okay, that'll do. I'm not going to mess around with it because I think then you just end up with eyeliner out here if you do it too much. Now for some mascara, I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara because I've just been recently using it quite a lot and I thought I'd use it in the video. It's a really, really great mascara. I find that I don't really need to curl my eyelashes before I use it. It is just amazing. Like, look at this difference. So that's one coat. I don't know if you can see that on camera or what, but it is amazing. And I find that with this mascara you only really need one coat because if you start building them up it can get a little bit clumpy and messy, so I just stick with the one coat. I'm now going to use my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the lightest shade and just pop a little bit underneath my eyes just to brighten up the area. And then I blend that in with the Real Techniques setting brush. And then just dab it in with my finger to make sure it's natural looking. Oh god. Oh no, I've got mascara all down my face. I find that doing this doesn't just brighten up the area, but it also neatens up any fall that you've got from your eyeshadows, and it just kind of finishes the look. I bring it up around my eyebrows and just neaten up the edges of everything. Like that, and then I'm going to set it with a bit of powder. I use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light and just pop a little bit of powder under there. Okay, now to add a little bit of colour to my face, I'm going to use my Benefit Hoola bronzer because I use this every single day of my life. I love it. I'm using Real Techniques blusher brush, and I'm just going to sweep the brush around it and kind of darken up the whole of my face. Because I don't want to look so pale. And once I've done a good little bit of bronzing, I then like to do a tiny bit of contouring as well. And you're probably sick of me talking about this product, but I have found the perfect contour product for pale skin. So if you're pale and you want to know what it is, then keep watching. It is the Kevyn Sculpting Powder Medium. I think that's the only colour it comes in, I'm not too sure. But it looks like this, and it's a gorgeous ashy toned contouring powder. I use one of the Eco Tools little brushes, which is like from a mini travel kit, but I find that it's perfect size for just fitting in that little cheekbone area. And I just take a tiny little bit, tap off any excess, and then just apply that right underneath my cheekbones. So I'm not going to go overboard with that just because it is a day look, so I'm just going to leave it with a tiny little bit here. But if you wanted to contour anymore, you could do your nose, underneath of your chin and all that stuff. And using the same brush, I'm just going to pop on some highlighter, and this is the Mary Lou Manizer by the Balm. It's my all-time favourite highlighter. It's absolutely gorgeous, a really pretty champagne colour, and I just take a little bit on the brush and just apply that to the tops of my cheekbones. And that's highlighter done, really quick and easy. So now my last step is going to be lips, and I've chosen a MAC lipstick to use today. It's a matte one and it's in the shade Whirl, and if you haven't seen it before, it's a really gorgeous autumny kind of matte brownish colour. So there we go, there is my everyday autumnal makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you like the makeup look. Obviously you can chop and change things, but if you do recreate this look, then definitely tag me in it on Instagram or Twitter, because I'd love to know if you guys have recreated it, and I'd love to see what you've done. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the look, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye! But I've been obsessed with tangy cheese Doritos.